Hello, everybody. I am Woot.
I'm Hanson. Nice to meet you all.
This is my friend who is an actor.
I'm a beginning actor. Started 2017, the beginning of the year.
So, play Where's Waldo with his face.
Yeah, you might see me in something. Maybe. We'll see.
Possibly in something in Netflix, maybe.
Yeah.
With high schoolers, possibly.
Yeah.
That's your hint. And we just finished watching, I think it was episode 4 of Shougeki No Souma, or Food Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have watched all of it, and as well as read the manga. And you have?
I have like the first book, and I've watched, the first 4 episodes. That's as far as I've gotten so far. But I kind of get the gist of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's not the hard just to get, though, is it?
It's not. It's definitely, like it's in the title. It's a food war. It's school. It's a lot of things.
It is, but, the idea of, we compete, it's like a battle manga about food, right? Mm-hmm. And, that comes across pretty clearly.
Yeah.
And, no one is going to be confused about this is what this is about.
Yeah. It's a pretty simple concept to understand. That it's going to be it's going to be serious about food. It's going to be delicious. There's going to be some troubles going on about whether or not they make a great dish or they make an excellent chef.
Yeah.
Sort of thing like that.
So, both of us cook. And
do, yeah.
So you tried making one of the recipes.
It was one episode where he makes this stir fried beef with onion and stuff like that, and it had used some sort of wine.
Oh, isn't that the first episode?
Is it? I don't know.
The pot roast, or the beef roast.
I don't think it was the beef roast. It was some sort of stir fry for sure. I remember that. It was a whole lot of chopped up onions, and you had to cover the beef in onions and let it sit for a few hours, and then you cook it up along with onions, the beef.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually have no idea.
That might be the Donburi thing.
I think so. I think it is that.
The autumn elections, I think.
Probably.
Oh, no, that's when he's facing off with Mito Akumi. Nikumi.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't remember. I think I saw it in some YouTube channel that they made it. I think.
And then you copied it?
And then I tried making it myself. No. I think I was like, what recipes should I make today? I think that's what I did. And then I looked up a list of ingredients. I'll go get those ingredients. I think that's what I did. Yeah. And you know what? It was one of those things where I made a lot of it, and then once I ate it, I was like, oh, I don't think I should have made so much. And it's
that's the other thing this show. They make a lot of food, but who eats it all?
Yeah. I ate it and I was like, is it supposed to taste like this? I mean, it doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste like, oh my gosh, my clothes are going to fall off. It was,
I have never had that experience. Someone give me that experience, please. Privately. I don't want to, be in public and then I have all my clothes incinerate. Or, the, what is it? Senzaima Nakri, he just, strips. And I'm like, I do not want to have food that makes me strip. No, please.
I've only had...
No one make this food and give it to me. Just don't. If in private, I will eat it, but not in public.
I've only had, fits of laughter. Have you ever had that?
Yeah.
Where you bite into something, and then you're just like, I can't control myself! Yeah, I've had that. But
I have not had that.
Oh man, it's crazy. All of a sudden, you take one bite, and that's the first bite where you can't control yourself from laughing so hard. Yeah, and it's usually sweets. I've had that twice. One with a cupcake someone made, and then the second time was in California, San Francisco.
Wait, was it a cupcake?
First time around, it was a cupcake someone made. I think it was my cousin made it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was just I can't stop smiling for some reason. It's weird.
What have you done to my face?
What have you done to me? And then the second time was in San Francisco. I think it was Japantown or something.
Japantown.
I think it was Japantown. or Japantown or Chinatown, one of those two. And like we went to like a crepe shop, and took the first bite, and I just started cracking up, like as if I heard the best joke ever.
It's like you had the rock that said "That's what she said," except it was food.
Yeah, and then it just like I just cracked up. I like couldn't breathe anymore. I was laughing so hard. It was crazy. So yeah, that's the closest I can get to my clothes falling off. But you know,
I think it's amusing that we're like getting to that point of just like how close is our real life to this anime.
Oh yeah,
that's actually kind of fascinating. Actually,
that too.
Although, and I think in this episode, the 4th episode, so he gets to the dorm. He's challenged. He was it the previous episode? He made the salmon mackerel burger.
No, I think it was this episode.
It was this episode?
Yeah. He had proved himself.
Yeah, he proved himself, and then parties with everybody, and then the 7th seat, he's like, throw down with the, he made some, a fish
He made like another mackerel dish, yeah.
Yeah, mackerel with, Chinese pepper.
Yeah, Chinese pepper and some other stuff. And he just blew his clothes off.
Yeah.
In his mind.
Yes. God, I feel... Here's the problem. See, I since I've caught up with the 3rd season and it came out recently, I cannot watch this show when I'm hungry.
Ooh.
And I'm watching this show, like, we just watch it together, and I'm like...
I want the food now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I do with okay, it sounds kind of bad, but I get the most hungry when I watch a survival show. And I see them starving, and I'm like, oh wow, and just like start eating and eating. Like I did that a couple days ago. I was watching some show by Bear Grylls, where like a group of dudes and a group of women have to survive on an island. And then I was like, oh, they're starving. I'm eating beef jerky. She's like, I gotta eat my calories. And it's just, oh my gosh, I don't know why. Like, man, I ate so much watching them starve.
Just like, I need to do it. I'm eating for their sake.
I'm eating for their sake. They're losing calories here.
So I need to intake what they're missing.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, I don't know why. I just love eating food when
other people don't have any.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is that? Is that like the German word Schadenfreude or whatever?
No, that's joy at other people's misery.
Yeah, so like they're kind of miserable.
I don't know. That's like the foodie version. I don't know.
Version, just like
it's connected somehow.
Yeah,
it's psychologically connected. I don't think it's the same.
I don't know.
I don't think it's but it's tangentially connected.
Yeah, it's like, oh, how horrible! You guys can't find that pig. I'm bacon.
But you can't find that, but I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna eat it on my plate on a stove or something.
It's like you're one step removed from making them watch you.
Yeah,
that's where you are.
Yeah, I'm almost a troll. I feel like that's what it is. Like, oh boo! You can't eat any food. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's kind of evil, but
I don't know. We all have very strange, like, very evil impulses, and we can't like quite figure them out.
Yeah. Like yeah.
Actually, you know something? Speaking of like evil impulses, when Ishiki Satoshi throws down his challenge 4th episode, right? This is like tangentially back to that. Mm-hmm. It was like a pretty like badass moment. Like the rest of the screen is all purple and like foggy, and it's just like, oh yeah, like, right. And that's how that's the visual cue, because this show is so full of visual cues. Like I actually thought for a while, like, this is a show that they could do a live action of it, but it would not work because this show is so full of visual cues that you can only really do an anime.
Yeah.
As well as, like, you know, the whole bursting the clothes off thing. Mm-hmm. Please don't do that in live action. Please don't!
It'd be very difficult to do. Like,
I know, but the thing is, it would...
But to do it in the style of Food Wars.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, though, like, it's already enough as it is in Food Wars, but I mean, like, to do it in real life,
yeah,
I just think like it would just be like it's already silly and over the top, and I think if they did it in like real life, it would just be like, you got 5 guys who stop paying attention because they have way too hard boners. I'm sorry, man. You just lost their attention.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. They're still stuck in like that last bit you did. They're not even paying attention. I'm sorry, man.
You know, one live action, or no, I think it's 3 live action movies that I thought were really, really good. Were it was this one about a samurai dude who what was it called?
Rurouni Kenshin.
Yes, I loved it.
Yeah, they had some good fight scenes in that one.
That was like I like comparing that to like say Attack on Titan, the live action.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so like it's on a whole nother level. Like, and I think it's older too, right? The Rurouni Kenshin.
It is.
Oh my gosh, they did so good with that. Now, story wise, I'm not sure if they did. I don't know if they followed the story. Do you know?
Kinda. First one, they did a lot of like story, like we gotta collapse this into something more digestible.
Okay.
Quick thing, since both of us are involved in the movie industry, I am a do it all. I do screenwriting, productions, and camera work, and I also do editing.
You're the behind the scenes man. He gets it all done.
Yeah. And when you refit something for live action, so like so remember what I just said about that part when Ishiki Satoshi throws down the challenge, right? And we were going to change that to live action, right? How would you change that scene where he is naked? Like, he's naked except for an apron, right? And I've seen that apron. Like, you can buy that apron, or like I think there was a Loot Crate that came out, and they sent that apron out. And I've seen that apron, right? And imagine a guy naked sitting on the floor in real life with that apron. How do you make that guy seem threatening? Like he's throwing down a challenge with food.
You make him super buff.
The thing is, though, he is pretty buff.
But he's not like buff. But it's like, yeah, he's got some muscular. He's got a muscular figure.
Actually, have you noticed all the people in all the guys in Shougeki No Souma? They got abs.
They do.
They have all. It's just anime abs.
Yeah. I think it's like many male characters, just abs on abs.
Yeah, that's actually something that I personally find kind of hard to swallow.
Yeah. And
I think I'll get to that in a little bit in a second. But like back to like transferring the whole trying to make that scene, because it was easy with like putting the sort of like purple fog around him. Like imagine if I had like purple fog around me.
That eerie fog sort of.
Yeah, that makes me seem more threatening.
It's like, oh no, something's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And I think like even in the comics, like they pull that like Zawa. Like I think that's all the way back from like Akagi and that author who wrote it, Akagi. He also wrote a few other ones, and he uses that a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't think that's exclusive to him. I think that's just like something that like using that sort of like
the style choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But turning that into live action, I don't know how you would do that.
It'd probably be you either do that real fog sort of look, which I don't think would look very good.
Yeah.
Or you do like a CGI, sort of that mix between real and CGI, which would also be kind of hard. But
yeah, I mean the new Battle Angel Alita is going to have a mix of CGI and real,
okay.
And I don't know how well that's. I know a lot of people are very excited about it, and I'm not sure how well that'll do. Especially since it's going to be a Western remake.
Yeah.
And so Western remakes make everybody cringe.
They do.
Person I know is super excited about it, and I'm personally, I just started reading Battle Angel Alita because he's super excited, and he's just like, here are the books, read them, and I'm reading them.
It's like, get into
no
my
spoilers,
excitement.
please.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, get into my excitement now.
I do that, man. I do that.
Now you have, yeah.
But if I was screenwriting for that one scene, so like when you screenwrite, you pretty much like do location and then you bullet out like highlight or not highlight, but like all caps the name of a character the first time they come in.
Mm-hmm.
There or into the script.
Yeah.
And and then you just sort of slug lines. Although when they hand you a script, what are scripts like when they hand them to you? Because I've now that I've taken like an acting directing class, I've found out that there are different types of scripts.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Usually it's like, yeah, I don't know. Usually it's like the whole first name pops up, and then it's like name, and then whatever you gotta do, name. Yeah. I think it depends on whoever wrote it and whatnot. Usually it's in a very simple...
Does it depend on like the work? Because when I was doing the class, I did a 30-second radio spot, and or not radio spot. Yeah, it was a radio spot. It was an audio commercial.
Yeah.
And I was doing a British accent. It's like how to say. I was doing. I think the first line was, "When you plant 1.5 million trees every year, it's sustainable forest investments out of wood." I was doing like a British accent, and like I was doing some variation of a British accent that I just kind of mimicked a little bit here, but I'm not doing it very well. Mm-hmm. I had to like speed read through like a good deal of material in like less than 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the best voice actor, at least not yet.
Yeah, that takes practice.
I think you're a better actor than I am.
We'll see.
Act it out. Actually, I'm not even sure how that competition would go down.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try reading a script, but
yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.